Touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check, 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 check.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
There we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10.
Hey, check my...
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Play fake. Murray on the move to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
14,
DK Metcalf.
Touchdown,
His
Seattle.
19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
We got 3, we go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Off play action. Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, we got to get this done.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties the
Myers
game
connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
20-yard line.
Check in. Check. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Seahawks.
Off the play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Murray. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And the Seahawks are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Murray again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Off the play fake, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
And goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Off play action. Murray. He's going to go up top again.
Nothing here.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
41.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard line.
He's going to run again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Gain on the play.
That one goes for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down.
Now Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Off the play fake. Murray steps away. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Strong right. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Alert. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check 37. Check 37.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked
Another
it
day,
up.
another dollar, baby.
And they bring this one back.
Touchdown,
It's a
Seattle.
fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Fielded
Have
a
some
couple
of this.
yards into the end zone.
Have some of this.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
By the Texans.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
I'm here all day. Go check. Hurt. He's checking Craig. Check 24.
He'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 28. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Street, motion. Reset.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Three down. Hey, check. Three.
Check smash. Panther 11. Rig alert.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead.
On for the extra point.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Off play action. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Call it a 3-yard gain.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
They'll try to run with Lindsey. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Second and goal on the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. I can't believe it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Texans 28. Dmontr is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Murray rolling to his right. Got a man, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Gotta get the point. Get on the point.
Off play action. Murray. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Seattle.
One set.
Off the play fake. Murray. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 28. Let's go.
Murray to air it out again. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it when he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Off-play action. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Tighten up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 21-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tight ends right. Out. 3 down. Out.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Maher able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 44, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Murray, the way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. This one complete to Gafford. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray from midfield. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
16 yards, a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. 31. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they hit double digits in loss.